And hello everyone, welcome to another Neoshade 123 review, and yeah, it's been a while, haven't insight, basically I've started doing reviews or free time things now, and I don't have that much free time anymore, but yeah, time to get back to reviewing, and what I got for us here today are the Beast Hunter Legion Terrorcons, or they're Predacons, but they're, they're new versions of the G1 Terrorcons, which I love these things. And I was gonna do each of these in a different review, but these things are so simple. Why not just do one big review and call it? Yeah. But yeah, these guys are great. Let's see. Dang it, Wind Razor. We got Hunger. Twin Strike, which is Sinner Twin, Blight, who is Blot, Wind Razor, who is Cutthroat, also known as Cutthroat, and Ripper Snapper. The only ones that got to keep their names are these two. Though I understand the name change for Cutthroat. I mean, that's a pretty violent sounding name. I don't get why they changed Sinner Twin. I guess the word sinner is too much for a toy to have. Though I don't get why they changed Blot to Blight. Who knows? We'll never know, maybe. But, yeah. Oh, let's see. Before I transform any of these guys into their mode, let's just get a quick size comparison. There they are with Beast Hunter's Knockout, which is also getting a review in this. When I shoot all my reviews, I shoot them all in like one big slew of reviews. So, yeah, expect to see a review of this guy pretty soon. Yeah, these guys are great. I love them. I love them so much. I have 2 different versions of them, but that's for later on this video to show off. But we'll start off. I swear this one falls over so easily. We'll start off with Hunger. Hunger is really, really nice. Let's adjust the lighting here. Hunger is really, really nice. And if you've probably noticed that his weapon is a lighter color than the rest of them. I don't know why Hasbro did that. But it's like I've given it's like I got one of those Cyberverse vehicles, so I've given Hunger the lighter rifle that came with the piece of crap smokescreen Legends figure that will never get a review because it's a piece of shit on this channel. It's like, sorry for swearing. I usually don't. I try not to. But Hunger is really nice. I got him first, then him. Found these 2 at the same time, and this sucker right here took forever to find on its own. But yeah, I like Hunger a lot. Posability, swivels up at the shoulder here, ball joint there, nothing there, ball joint ankles, and his feet move. Not ball joint ankles, ball joint at the hip, moves out forward. That's good posability there. Head does not rotate. Scene does not contain lap dance. But transform this guy into his awesome dragon mode. You just want to basically strain out his feet. Let's move the camera down a bit. Strain out his feet. Take his back. Lift up the tail. Pull out the claws. Turn his legs inwards and strain them out. And there you go. You got Hunger in Dragon mode. And you can give him his weapon here on his hip, or you can put in his Dragon mode mouths, which I don't think looks good, unless you have like 2 of them, like I've opted to give him. But I think he looks pretty cool. They painted the eyes and everything. The detail's nice. I hate that that right there, that like production number or something, the stamped code on there, I don't like those. It just freaking ruins everything. But yeah, he's pretty good in that mode. We'll next move to Twin Strike, also known as Center Twin, and this one's so freaking cool. He's got like, yeah, what's really cool is the metallic paint on some of these. Like this guy, like the blue he has is metallic, and he's got Twin Strike has metallic like pinkish purple stuff. But articulation wise, no head movement, and this is one of the ones getting rescaled along with that one into deluxe classes. So expect to see those because I like them. He's got some actually pretty good movement up in the shoulder. He can hold his weapon with 3mm, moves at the hips, back and forth. Does contain ankle tilt. I like that. Ball jointed ankle. Ooh, ball jointed ankle. Love the movement he's got up there. Alright, transform this guy. You want to take his weapon. Open the chest, flip the head down. Fold the arms up like that. Straighten them out. There you go. Flip the legs. Like that. Flip the tail back. Take this piece. And this is where it gets tricky, because this is something that varies on them. Sometimes this part's tight, sometimes it's loose. Sometimes it doesn't come out all the way, so you gotta force it over and peg it there. Force it over, and that, see, like right here, it pull. Like sometimes it not pull out all the way, so you gotta force it over. This one right here. Shoot. It goes as far as it needs to. I don't get why. But now you flip his legs around and set him on the ground. Set him down. Pose his heads. Put his little... He has 2 pegs on top. You can post the gun there. And he also has a peg on his stomach to put it, which is kind of odd. But there is Twin Strike in Beast mode. I don't know. 2-headed dragon had Hellhound mode, something, I don't know. But up next we got Blot, or Blight, as he's now known, and he's pretty cool. He's like a freaking ogre or something. Well, I mean, like his alt mode is an ogre-like thing, but he comes with the same kind of hammer as he does, just in the colors that the rest of them have it in. But posability-wise, ball jointed in his shoulders, ball jointed at the hips, knee swivel, and his toe can kind of move because that's how it transforms. Transform this guy, and his wrists can go inwards. That's pretty cool too. Transform this guy. You want to open his chest up, fold up the head, fold in the body like that. Actually, you want to fold up the legs first and flip the hands in. You want to fold up the body, flip them around, so you got them splayed out like that. Do that. Then you want to push down his chest, which is now his stomach, and flip up the head, straighten out the arms, turn him at that knee swivel, and there you go. You got Blot in his dragon ogre mode. I don't know, it's weird. Like, there's not even really any eyes, unless, like, that's them right here. I don't know, it's really weird. He can't hold his weapon in this mode, so there's, like, a place in his shoulders where he can plug it. Doesn't look that great, but, what you gonna do? And next, we're going to take a look at, Windraiser. One of my favorites. He's pretty cool. The only flying member of the team. He comes with, this bow. I don't know what it's called. They're all the same kind of bow, but they all have different names, and I don't know. And he can hold it in his hands. Articulation wise, he has ball jointed at the elbows, but it's not like for normal elbow articulation. Ball joint at his shoulders, ball joint at the hips. Nothing but, actually he does kind of have like a knee, but that's for transformation. No head movement, that's it. Oh, and he kind of has movement there, but that's for transformation. Transform this guy. What you want to do is fold back that part there, Make sure all that's just strained out like that. Fold up those wings. Fold out the tail. Flip his head back. And pushing the head back will push his beast head back into place. And then take the legs and fold them out like this. And here you have Windraiser in his pterodactyl mode. This is something you would see in a Godzilla movie, people. I like it. A skeletal like pterodactyl, dragon-esque thingy. And he has holes up here in his wings that you can put his weapon in. Pretty neat. And for the last one, Ripper Snapper. My favorite. He has the same kind of bow weapon. He kinda has a joint down here, sorta, kinda. Joint at the ball joint at the hips, ball joint at the shoulders. Even though it's limited, nothing in the head as usual. Transform this guy, flip his head down, straighten out the legs. This one's just kinda odd. You wanna fold this part here, flip that out, fold down that arm, peg both legs together now to form a Godzilla, a 1999 Godzilla looking head. Then you want to take his body, oh shit, and his head kinda likes to pop out, so let's clip that back in. You want to take his body and kinda push it upwards. Oh, I already had it upwards. You want to take his body like this. You want to push it upwards. And then you want to lock that in there. His body kind of locks into, his lower body kind of locks into place. His stomach. And there you have Ripper Snapper, who, I don't know, I dig it. Though it looks really odd. He looks pretty odd. I mean, he looks cool for what he is, and he actually has the eyes painted. I just dig him because he reminds me of the 1998 Godzilla, the American Godzilla, with Matthew Broderick in it. You know. And fold this guy's wings up. Now, if you didn't know, all these guys do combine. Which, I was trying to make this video short, but reviewing 5 figures in one video, the video is going to be longer as usual. But these guys do combine, and they combine into Abominus, which is awesome. I freaking love it. And if you hear that squeaking noise, that is my fan because of this turned down blow. Sorry, I had to get a drink, but what you want to do, we're going to start off with this guy because he turns into a leg. Basically, flip this down like that, flip his arms down. You kind of want to semi-transform him back to robot mode. Somewhat. Alright, once you do that, you have this down, and there's holes in these legs here, and there's a peg there. And you want to peg that in, peg that together, and that forms the foot. And now you want to unfold the hands out, and then you want to take these parts and unhinge them on that hinge right there, fold them up like that, and there's a peg. This doesn't always really stick, but it helps with stability. But there's a hole there, that square hole, and there's square pegs on the chest, and you just want to line them up and make sure that, yeah, because like down here you see it falling apart on me. It doesn't really like holding in place very well. Just line up the peg, those pegs, kind of squeeze them together. Might not stick. Keep the head folded in, but there's one leg of Abominus. And we're going to turn this guy into an arm, just straighten out his claws, take off his weapon. I like to put his tail down, and I like to spread his heads out. And you see there's notches here. You see, like, there's a part missing there. You want to kind of line up that to his tail. That way it kind of... And then you want to kind of line that up as a claw. Do it to your preference, really. I mean... And then I keep these parts down where they were. And flip the feet around. So the pointy parts are facing up. There you have an arm. Hunger. What you want to do is turn him around on his underbelly from beast mode or robot mode. Turn him around to his back. Fold up that again. Fold up his arms. Take off his weapon. Push down the tail again. So basically you got Hunger in a splayed out robot mode. What you want to do is push down Hunger's chest and flip his head back, and it'll flip Abominus' head up, which is pretty cool. I swear, they better upsize this. They're upsizing 2 of them. The 2 arms, please upsize the rest, too, Hasbro. I'm begging, you know. I'm begging. And I'm going to go ahead and to make this weapon, you want to take Hunger's weapon, put it there. And these hammers, you want to stack them like that. There's some of the weapon done. Take off wind razors and transform this guy. You want to fold his tail up, fold his legs back like that. And what I like to do is to flip his ball joint from facing outward to inward so it lines up like this. That way you got his wings out of the way, and there you have the other arm, which isn't bad. It looks pretty cool. It's neat what they've done with these. And for this guy, I think he's probably probably the most or least complicated. Kind of want to turn him back to robot mode, sorta. Keep his head flipped down. Flip his feet back to how they were. This one's just the one, like, down here it feels like he's gonna break or fall apart. He's so flimsy. Put his legs back together though, kinda strain him out. Keep the claws flipped forward. There's nothing really, his legs like too thin down here compared to the other. And with that, you wanna kinda open this part up here. I don't even know if I'm sorry if I'm not getting a lot of stuff on camera. It's just how I have my review set up now. It's kind of hard too. Plus I kind of set the camera the wrong way. And then you want to take his arms and fold them in, kind of like how we did on Blights. And there you got the leg. Now to combine it, you got 3mm weird port there. You want to hook that up to a port inside of his leg. And then you want to take port there and hook it up there. There we got. There we have his legs on, and then we have pegs on the inner parts of the legs and holes up in the shoulders that you can see. Those 2 holes. We're gonna peg Twin Strike onto that, which with the upscaled ones, they don't have the pegs, but they have holes in their legs. Like, they can combine with, but instead of, it's going to be the other way around, where Hunger has pegs and not the holes. And we want to do the same thing for Windraiser. Lord knows we will be disappointed in Hasbro. They don't release it. And here we have, there's Abominus in his robot mode, and to finish his weapon, at the top of the hammer, you got holes. You wanna, like in the official instructions from, because I might as well bring it in camera now, from the official instructions from the Target exclusive clear version, which I got that before I finished the rest of the team up, so I knew what the rest of them were like. It says to do the weapon like this, which kind of looks stupid. I like to do this because, I mean, that looks like more of a freaking brutal axe. And I'm going to give it to him. Just plug it into the bird brain's mouth to cut through its mouth. And there we have Abominus in robot mode. And quite literally, you can flip these parts, his claws down, but I choose not to. I like leaving them up. But yeah, he's pretty cool. The only articulation he's got is shoulders and the hips, but you can't do much because you don't have any knee bends or anything. But he looks really nice. I dig it. I really do. I love it. As a combiner, I'm automatically in love with it. When I learned that we were getting a gift set with them all, I was like, oh, sweet. So they combined. When we saw them kind of combined or whatever, before they were painted, it looked pretty cool, and I liked it. So, yeah. But, I really do dig this guy. It's probably just one of the best things to come from the Beast Hunter line. But, I guess now that, size comparison-wise, before we wrap this sucker up, here's Knockout again. He's about as tall as a deluxe. I mean, he really is as tall as a deluxe, which I kind of find disappointing. Which is why I hope they upsize them all and they combine. But with that having said, that's it for this review, guys. It's like, go ahead and stay tuned for next time. I got plenty of stuff coming your way. Be sure to listen to Good Morning Cybertron. Gotta pump out the love for the podcast. Love the guys on there. Scott's great. Xavier's great. Everyone that's been on there is great. But everyone that's been on the show is great. Save everyone. Yeah, I'm not getting into stuff, but everyone's great. But love the podcast. Listen to it. It's great to listen to, guys. Gotta thank Mantis99s for handling the podcast's Twitter, which I've seen posts on now that I've checked my recently dead Twitter. But yeah. So this is it for this review, guys. Stay tuned for next time. See you all later.